Trainspotting author Irvine Welsh sat down with the Canadian Film Review to talk about his film collaboration with Canadian director ROB HEYDON, who we also caught up with. Partially based on the book, Ecstasy is a coming-of-age story and a love story amidst the clubbing scene. Shot in Canada and Scotland, Ecstasy stars Adam Sinclair, Billy Boyd, and Canadian actors Kristin, Kreuk, Carlo, Rota, and McHattie. This is your first feature-length film, fiction film?
Narrative feature, yeah. I've done documentary features before.
How do you get a story that's not too far in the past to be very current?
I think it's, in North America at least, it's becoming very much popular culture. Dance music is in the mainstream now.
This is a love story at the heart of it, and there's a beautiful, beautiful scene between Heather and Lloyd about secrets. Tell me about compiling that scene.
I kind of wanted them to be intimate, but to be opening up for the first time one another. So it kind of made sense to have them doing that right after a bath, and they're naked to one another, and they're just kind of connecting on that soul level, and it's not on drugs, and they're totally sober, and they're totally there for each other. Taking
a book to film, and you did do the screenplay predominantly. How daunting a challenge is that?
Well, I mean, it was really difficult, and for years I was just trying to figure out what the base of the story is that we wanted to tell, and it kept changing and changing and changing, and then you know, finally, I guess after years of working on it, Irvine Welsh kind of gave us the thumbs up that he liked it.
The look of the film, I noticed that you used very purples and pinks in the clubbing scenes.
The nightclub scenes, we just, you know, shot wide open in Scotland in real nightclubs, and, you know, we're down there on the dance floor with amongst the people. So we just sort of wanted the colors to be as bright as possible, and we really enhanced those in post-production, almost to the point where it's artificial, you know. So you go in the club.
It's like candy. It reminded me of candy.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
I saw it last night, and I really loved the movie version. And I liked the idea of it being a love story and ecstasy being a love drug.
When I started getting into the whole rave scene, it was like I noticed that people were into it for different reasons. I mean, a lot of people, it was just like a night out, it was just great fun, you know, sort of getting out of their face on ecstasy, dancing to great music, kind of meeting people, socialising. Other people saw it as much more of a political thing. I remember when I was out DJing in Ibiza, and I went out one year, and it was just such a magical vibe, and everybody was having such a great time. And I went out a couple of years later, and a lot of the people that I've been partying with, they were still out there, but there was something kind of gone in the eyes, like they were kind of like, you know, it was a bit like that kind of Hotel California type song.
Woodsy says conflict creates consciousness in the film, which I thought was rather brilliant.
Yeah, I think it's quite nice. I mean, it's like this kind of weird kind of druggy kind of Catholic Marxism, basically. Like Woodsy in some ways is totally crazy, but in some ways quite enlightened, and I think that the idiot savant is always an appealing character in any kind of sort of book or film.
Billy Burke did a fantastic job, didn't
he? He was brilliant. He was brilliant. I mean, I think all the central characters are great.
Two of your novels were made into films, feature films, and then there was like this quiet period, and there's been a little bit of a resurgence. Do you think that has anything to do? Is that anything with our society now, or reflection, or have just people realized how fantastic you are again? Where do you think that fits?
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm on my kind of, it's like a second coming, like, you know.